Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and this is Remoh's Ice Road. Now, this map is available on both PC and consoles, and so is the truck that we're going to be using today, which is the Peterman. Now, one of the biggest things that I wanted to go ahead and clear up first about this map is the fact that Remoh said that this will be most likely his last map for quite a while. Now, it does not have any tasks or contracts on it, but it is still a really interesting and really fun map to explore and also test the limits of the trucks that you're driving. Now, the tires that I went with on the Peterman today are, as you can see, studded for ice use, and I'm really glad that they were an option because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be venturing out across the ice and attempting to find and pull a trailer back to somewhere around this general area. So, effectively, what we're going to do is we're going to create our own task or contract. So, without any further ado, let's fire this thing up, see what we can do. God, I love this truck so much. I absolutely love this truck so much. Now, when you leave the garage, you'll notice that there's a couple of different ways that you can go. Now, the first time that I came out here, especially like the first time I came out here with Diesel Addict, I kind of made a little bit of a mistake on which way I thought I was supposed to go. If you want to go out across the ice, the best way to go is actually down here and then continue straight through. Now, there is also kind of a base out here. It's almost like a little bit of an oil refinery, a little bit of a factory, but as you can see, there's two heavy trailers. Now, I haven't really found a good way to get there other than kind of going through the woods. And you can sort of see that there's a little bit of an approach right here, but there's never really a defined break in the trees that leads you to that particular spot. So he kind of leaves it open to you to figure out your own best way to get to that actual spot. Now, as you can see, all of this is just pure ice, and some of it is solid and some of it is breakable. So it's completely up to you on which way you go and whether or not you fall in. So let's go ahead and go. Now, let me make sure. Okay, so I'm going to make a right and then another right. I was already messing up on where I was going, and I'm also going to go ahead and turn the all-wheel drive on already, just so I have it there and it's ready. What's up, Beans? Hopefully we'll be able to make it there with the extra luck of having Beans on the dash. I'm running the special Maxima-tuned off-road transmission for this because I really, at the end of the day, feel like this is not a map that you're going to be going very fast on anyway. And if you want a really in-depth experience, you can actually go into your settings menu, turn the HUD off, and when you turn the HUD off and play this map in interior view, it really does feel like you're venturing out into an actual ice road trucker environment. So let's see what this actually ends up being like once we get out onto the ice. Now, even for an off-road transmission, though, this transmission is plenty fast, especially for out here. Be prepared for the unexpected, eh? Oh, boy. Yeah, that certainly looks like an ice road to me. Now, I'm sure it's going to crackle a little bit when we get onto the ice, but hopefully it doesn't, you know, sit there and crackle constantly. Now, wow, looking out onto that, like, expanse of ice is just kind of, it's super intimidating, honestly. It's really, really intimidating, especially when you have no HUD. Now, I will say, though, it's probably going to be more intimidating when there's a trailer behind us. So let's see. There is a break in the ice up here, and you can kind of see it's like a big crack coming up. But I'm going to make my way across this bit right here. Ooh, that's going to give me a little bit of damage that I didn't need. All right, let's not have that. Easy. All right. Little dab of brakes. Thankfully, if I angle myself, I think I'll be okay. You just don't want to hit that going too fast, because if you hit it going too fast, you'll be in big trouble. But man, it really is an ice road out here. It genuinely is an ice road out here, and you have to, like, you really have to have your wits about you the entire time. Now, you can see right there, kind of picking up on the visual cues, that that is most likely going to be very easily breakable ice. Very, very easily breakable. Now, I think if I'm planning on getting all the way out to, let me check the GPS, if I'm planning on getting all the way out here, I'm going to have to figure a way to get there that, again, allows me to work my way back through the trees. So I'm thinking take this upcoming road on the right and stay somewhat near the tree line and somewhere, like, somewhat near the snow. So I'm going to temporarily go ahead and turn my HUD back on, and I think, now I could be very wrong on this, but I think that if I stay a little bit closer to land, I should be able to avoid most of the breakable ice. Now, that all depends on how Remoh has decided to place the ice, and knowing how Remoh designs maps and knowing the style that he has, he's definitely going to have a few tricks up his sleeve in terms of the actual map design and the overall map design, but Man, this road was actually super unexpected. There's kind of like a big ravine up here coming up too that you really don't expect to see in the middle of an iced over lake. This thing is really holding its own in high through here, isn't it? I'm actually really impressed with these tires. They kind of look like a all-terrain-ish tire compound, but they have studs in them. And man, this compound really does, it feels like it pulls above its own weight class. It really, really does. Peterman just like reliable and strong as ever. Already nearly at the top of the hill, so now it should flatten out and basically allow us to go out onto the ice. There you can see the rest of the ice that I was talking about, and that just seems like it goes off into forever pretty much. Now, it's interesting to me because this does feel like a map that could have been a part of the Alaska campaign environment. And let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are kind of getting those vibes as well. And I know Diesel Addict was actually also getting some vibes of this map kind of, you know, making reference to some of the northern environments in some older trucking games as well. Now, as soon as I get up to the ice, I'm going to have to check my GPS just to make sure that we're good to go. But, like, that is going to... Whoa, that drops off real fast. All right, let's check the GPS. So I want to kind of hug this kind of body of land right here and then cross to here and see if I can manage to grab one of those trailers. This is a sketch mission already. I mean, it is a genuinely sketch mission. Now, let me see. If I stay on the ice, right? If I stay on the ice, I should be okay. But, like, I don't know if I'm that smart or that patient. So I'm gonna attempt to send it a little bit and see what I can uncover. So far it's okay. Although Diesel Addict and I also discovered that there are some sections of this map where Remoh has hid breakable ice under the snow and you legitimately just cannot see where the breakable ice is. And so that's definitely a detail to make sure you watch out for. Now, this ice, the really thick-looking ice, is definitely the safer area to stay, because whenever you venture onto the packed snow, you really are kind of leaving it up to the chance of whether or not there's breakable ice underneath you. And if there is, well, you're in the drink at that point. Let's kind of hug the tree, because if we hug the tree line, we are going to be much closer to being in range of winch points. And winch points are absolutely your friend in a region like this. You can actually see one of the towers out there just above the top of the truck. So if we can continue on this particular course, we should actually be a-okay. You throw it in high, put it back in automatic, and it'll go right back to fourth. Oh, a little bit of like an ice drift going. All right, I see you. That looks breakable out there. Let's avoid that. Oh, more ice drifting. Okay. Oh, all right. That got sketched real fast. Let me see if I can actually back up. Oh, no. No visible wedge points. Although it looks like I have enough grip at the back axle to back up out of this. But this is that really, like, slushy, icy mud that I was telling you guys about earlier. That if you fall into it, you're in big trouble. And if you go into it too fast and you put the whole truck in there, yeah, it's a bad day. I'm gonna have to hope and pray that it's not the same thing up here, too. But I just want to get closer to the tree line. Because, again, I know that I have the top winch. But even that is still not reaching, even from here. I mean, you can see the trees from here. Let me see. Oh, wow, finally. And that's, again, that's the top winch for this truck. All right, I can see that tower really clearly now. But I'm just not sure if I've got a good route. All right, let me just give this a run in low plus with the lockers on. Because, again, if my front end starts to dip, I'm going to go ahead and throw it into reverse as quickly as I possibly can and back up out of it. Yep. All right. Hooking it up. Do we go for it? Oh, man, do we go for it? If we just, like, ran straight across, we'd be able to get right back to the road so quickly. Like, so quickly. But the problem is, I mean, if it messes up, it's going to be a really bad day, especially because of the fact that we're basically going as far away as we can from any kind of winch point or anything like that. I'm just going to have to keep a genuine eye on that front axle because, man, if I don't, it's a bad time for everybody. Oh, I'm so sketched out by this. I am so sketched out by this. My diff started to get a little bit overheated there, but, like, it was all right. It's all right. The second we got back into the snow, it was like, oh, yeah, never mind. You need lockers. Checking again. Oh, man. All right, I'm actually making good progress now. I'm going to stay on the ice because I feel like I'm just going to be a little bit more likely to not fall in if I stay on the visible ice rather than the snow. Yeah, we're good through here. Not bad. Wow, really whipping that Peterman around now. Come on. Don't go too fast, though, because if you go too fast, once again, you can't really see what your next move should be. Oh, I am so close to my last, my last route. Dude, this is going to be good. I see a building up there. I'm not quite sure what it's, like, got to do with, but... Oh, I see some breakables. Yeah, I see some breakable ice over there. But I also see my original tire tracks, boys. Ain't that right, Beans? I am so happy to see those original tire tracks, bro. That's so sick. All right, let me go ahead and bump the clutch one more time. See if I can get it to be okay with automatic mode. Oh, I'm so close. Dude, I am so close now. Come on, run and high. There you go. High is not going to work in that. Wow, even low plus is struggling. Back down to low. That must be some thick, packed snow. Some really thickly packed snow. Either way, this trailer will make it back to town. Yeah, I know that if I've gotten it this far, I will be able to get it all, like, the rest of the way back to town. That is for sure. Where's the road? Oh, I think I see the road. Yep, I see it. I see it. I see the break in the trees. Oh, my God. Dude, I'm so happy about this. I'm so freaking happy about this. Hey, come on. There you go. It's like I'm trying to get you into freaking third gear so I can put you in high, but no. I think I can cut straight across right here, and I'm giving myself enough room to where if I mess up, I can still back up. The only thing is I am a good bit away from any winch points at the moment, so it could still go very wrong. Let's hope it doesn't. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for the best, for no Hammond moments, but oh boy, are we close right now. Really close. Oh, here we go. There's the road out. Oh my God, that is the road out, my dudes. That's like, for whatever reason, it feels like I've been driving on the ice for so much longer than I probably have, but man, does it feel good to see that road. And just to know that that road couldn't crack underneath my truck. All right, build up some speed. There's third gear. Put it in high. I'm going to try to just absolutely run it up this hill. Max power. Whoa, dude, did it put the power down or what? And then it got stuck. Okay, great. Love it. Absolutely love it. Come on. That should be solid enough to pull me up. It's caught on the trailer legs. No! I hate these trailer legs sometimes. I wish they would fold up more. Oh, come on. Dude, you are right on the verge of getting that trailer up over the crest of the hill. We are so close. I will not let this entire attempt be ruined by trailer legs. That is just not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. Here we go. Yep. That is going to do it. That is going to do it. If anything's going to do it, that's going to do it. Yep, there it is. There it is. So as long as we can get the trailer legs off the ground, we'll be okay. Man, they are still on the ground. Jeez. And put the power down and we're good to go. So now I should be able to just run it in high all the way back down this road. And I think from here on, we should be pretty safe. I mean, I don't think there's anything that this thing is going to sink in from this point on. The mud is very shallow. It's not anything that I would worry about a truck sinking in, especially if you keep your momentum up. I mean, you're golden. Absolutely golden if you keep your momentum up. Nice and easy does it. God, I would probably at some point have to stop somewhere on this little outcropping of land and use my sleeper, because, man, you can tell, it's already starting to get a little bit late in the afternoon, but, God, the Peterman is just such a beast. Such a freaking beast. I mean, look at how much that trailer weighs. Weighs so much. I don't actually know the actual numbers for how much that weighs. I just know it weighs a lot. All right, Making my way back down the hill. Here's where we can actually go back into automatic mode for a bit. It might go into, well, it goes back down to third. I was going to say it might go into fourth, but I really, truly, at the end of the day, kind of doubt that it's going to go into fourth. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And back up the other side. Just keep that grip in it. Come on, keep that grip in it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Ooh, don't let it bog. Mud got a little bit thicker there than I thought it was going to get. That's sketchy. Seeing that trailer in your mirrors, by the way, is probably one of the coolest sights in the entire game. I don't know about you guys, but, like, to be in first-person view and see literally one of the biggest trailers in the game behind you is probably one of the coolest feelings you can have in this game, to me anyway. All right, making our way down to the very first stretch of ice road. Let's go! Let's go! Come on! All right, making a run down the hill. Kind of letting gravity take it there, but actually it started to slow me down. So I'm just going to go back to high and leave the throttle pinned. This view right here. The Peterman on the ice road with the gigantic oil tank trailer. This is the kind of view that I feel like mods were just intended to help create. You know what I mean? Because at this point, I mean, there are so many different ways that, you know, mods have expanded this game. And at this point, we're literally dealing with ice road trucking in SnowRunner. And at this point, all we would really have to do is make our way back up to the end right there and drive this trailer to town. Now, if you guys would like to experience this scenario for yourselves, you can definitely check out this map. I will leave a link to it in the description box down below. And of course, you can find it on your console mod browser as well as the Peterman. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.